strain, the black squirrel. The interesting thing about these new squirrels is they're big, bushy, and have no trouble attracting a mate. Like squirrel, like human, I always say.
Have you been shagged by a squirrel? Is that what you're telling us?
Yes, and another animal has been in the news this week. What is all the fuss over Pierre the penguin?
Oh, he's bald. Nothing wrong with that. But he's bald all over, and therefore he's very cold in the Arctic. He is, and he's been made a special suit so that he can swim happily in the Arctic.
Not
Antarctic?
Antarctic,
Thank
yeah.
you.
Not that happily, though. He's being bullied by the other ones. Looking like a twat.
They've made Pierre a wetsuit, and here it is.
Fantastic. You can go surfing now when it's really cold.
Look at them. All ganging up on him. Look, on his own, see? You go and stand over there, freak.
Here's a blessing in disguise for you, Paul, and Marcus.
The new contraceptive campaign. I presume it's probably a lollipop lady, isn't it?
I think they've mounted cameras on them.
Really?
Yeah, they reckon they can trap a few extra speeding motorists by turning lollipop ladies into a form of speed camera. And if they flash you, which they might, then you definitely know you're going too fast.
This is the news that the lollipop ladies are being equipped with mini cameras to record cars that fail to stop.
That would be road safety taken to a new level, wouldn't it, if Brian were a lollipop lady?
Stop! Time now for the odd one out round.
Is it you, Brian?
Just one between you this week. Rick Astley, negative equity, Blake 7 and a perm.
This is about comebacks. They're going to remake Blake 7. So that was a show from the 80s. Rick Astley was a very big pop star in the 80s. He had quite a few hits. I think he's made a comeback recently. Negative Equity, that's making a comeback in a big way. That's an 80s thing. So it's something about 80s, and there's the perm as well. So I don't think the perm's coming back. So I think that they're all 80s events which are making a comeback, except for the perm. So that's the odd one out.
Absolutely marvellous, absolutely brilliant, Ian. I mean, that is sensational.
Is that right? I'm Paul.
Absolutely right. That's right. They're all making an enthusiastic comeback from the 80s, apart from Rick Astley, who is reluctant to do so.
Oh, so he was absolutely wrong.
Did you say that? Did you say that?
I picked the perm as the odd one out, but the 80s was the theme I was after. But of course, Rick Astley refuses to make a comeback, so he's the odd one out.
Oh, that's right.
This is via the internet. I know this story. I'm not going to get any points now because you've told
You're
Paul
not
the
going to
answer.
get any points. Look, but this is rather like Swampy years ago when we'll re-edit it, and then but you deserve it because your knowledge was so sensational.
Thank you very much.
And I'm very, very partial to you.
Are you?
In fact, I'm madly in love with you.
Yeah.
But there we go.
I better brace myself.
There's this phenomenon known as Rickrolling. When you go on YouTube, whatever you type in, you get given Rick Astley's video. So he's become an immense overnight viral sensation. And he
Much
doesn't
like he
want
did
to
in
be.
the
He's
80s.
retired. He's got a job.
When you said Rickrolling, I thought it was something like cow tipping when he's asleep. Just shove him off his bed.
Cow tipping?
Have you never done that?
No, I haven't.
Cow tipping, it's something they do in the West Country to pass the time. During the middle of the night, because cows sleep standing up, you run up to them and push them over.
You ever done that, Brian? You ever tipped a cow?
I have, yes.
Have you ever been tipped?
Are there any cows up Mount Everest?
Yaks, love.
Yaks,
Yes. I'll tell you, you've been 20 weeks up Mount Everest when you've been up in the snow and ice. When you come down to base camp and you see a yak, they look very appealing. I will press on with something brilliant now.
I'm sure yaks say the same about you.